أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. This school year has been a challenge to the education sector. Because of the pandemic, there is a huge change to what is used to. From the teaching, learning, to giving credits to the achievers, which required efforts and hard works, are indeed something new and worth to be celebrated. The completion ceremony is a culmination of all the hard work and years of study of our dear students. It is the day when our dear students can finally say, "Yes, we've made it." It is a milestone in their life as they have reached another glorious chapter in their academic journey. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come once again to the most important date in our academic calendar as we celebrate the academic success and achievement of our students amidst these trying times. Our dear parents, completers, friends, viewers, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first virtual completion ceremony of Nabalawag High School with the theme Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic. Join us as we push the boat out of this challenging yet meaningful school year. To formally begin with, let us pause for a while for our invocation, to be followed by the singing of Philippine National Anthem and the Bangsamoro Hymn.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فقال ربكم ادعوني أستجب لكم آمين يا رب العالمين الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين اللهم اجمع شمل المسلمين والكريستيان والأمم في مدينة نابلو وسلم دائما مجتمعنا هذا بالسلم والأمن والتقدم في بلدنا هذا آمين يا رب العالمين ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على خير خلقه سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين يا رب العالمين.
Bangsamoro, ika'y pinagpalang bayan, lupain na nasangkalayan. Tinubo ang lupa, ikaw ay kaingatan, bandila mo'y laging liwagayway. Bayang minumutya, may taglay na yaman, inshallah, sa'yo ay tagumpay. Bangsamoro, hiyas ng Mindanao, sa pagsubok ay di sumusuko. Tapat ang puso, at nagkakaisa sa pag-unlad ng ginintuang bansa. Bangsa Moro, lahi ng magigiting, iisa ang diwat at hikain. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, o dakila kang tunay. Sa kanyang mga gabay, lahat ay pantay-pantay. Inshallah, sa'yo ay tagumpay. Bayan kay palad mo, lahat ay magkaakbay. Alhamdulillah, laya ay tagumpay. Bangsa Moro, hiyas ng Mindanao, sa pagsubok ay di sumusuko. Tapat ang puso at nagkakaisa sa pag-unlad ng ginintuang bansa. Bangsa Moro, lahi ng magigiting, iisa ang diwat at hikain. Iisa ang diwat at hikain. Insyaallah, sa'yo ay tagumpay.
At this point, may I request Bailin S. Tumagantang with honors for her opening remarks.
Learning is always finding its way to be realized and be achieved even in the midst of challenges. To our Honorable Minister, Sir Muhagher M. Iqbal, our focal person, Dr. Anwar Z. Salwang, our outgoing school head, Ma'am Janipa B. Maulana, our incoming school head, Sir Tuhami P. Ugalingan, teachers, fellow completers, and viewers. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to our first virtual completion ceremony. The process of teaching and learning may be unusual to what we used to have due to the health crisis that the world is facing right now. Still, we adapt and try to feed our minds with knowledge we deserve to have. We may be faced with questions and doubts in handling the challenges of the new normal education. Still, we learn and prove that we are resilient, that we are thirsty of learning. Today, we will finally reap the fruits of our labor from hardships of independent learning. We will finally savor the sweet aroma of our produce after long days of bitter works. Honestly, because of this shift from usual to new normal, we learn to appreciate the presence and value of our educators. It is indeed difficult without them guiding us all the time. At this moment, let me take this opportunity to give gratitude to all those who did extra effort in order for education not be cheated. Indeed, we have achieved good results that mark another milestone in our life. Thank you, teachers Ina, Ama, Babu, Bapa, and those who play roles in our modular learning. We don't know yet as to when this pandemic will end, but it is clear that education is important, especially in creating ways out from the crisis and in building bridges for our better future. Again, let us witness the ceremony of our success. May this achievement be offered to Allah as He will continue to guide us in these our coming journeys.
Thank you so much, Bailin. At this moment, Ma'am Jenilyn S. Galilea, the Grade 10 Advisor, will present the completers, and Ma'am Jenipa B. Maulana, the school head of this institution, will certify it. After which, Dr. Anwar Z. Salwang, the focal person, will give his acceptance and confirmation.
Good morning. May I have the honor to present to you the completers of Nabalawag High School for school year 2020-2021, composed of 20 males and 36 females, with a total of 56.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. As the officer in charge of Nabalawag High School, after careful scrutiny of the requirements submitted in my office, I have found that you have completed the requirements for completion. I therefore certify that these 56 candidates for completion have fully satisfied the requirements prescribed by the Ministry of Basic, Higher, and Technical Education of Bonn. Sir, they now await your confirmation.
On the basis of the certification of your school principal that you have satisfactorily completed the basic education curriculum prescribed by the Republic of the Philippines through the Ministry of Basic, Higher, and Technical Education, I now confirm, accept your graduation for school year 2020-2021. You may now receive your diploma. Congratulations and mabuhay. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
As a proof of their determination and hard work, let us all witness the distribution of diplomas and giving of awards by their advisor, Ma'am Jeneline S. Galilea.
Academic Excellence Award. Landasan Umaya P. with honors. Bla Aslima P. with honors. Tumagantang Bailin S. with honors. Sailon Hedari A. with honors. Lakiman Kanayo A. with honors. Bandala Sarida S. with honors. Sulaiman Munawara A. with honors. The completers: Andongan Jomar K. Dalanda Badrudin A. Esmael Sukur A. Kaditi Tata K. Kamal Boris S. Kamal Maskud P. Kayongkat Anodin M. Lakiman Ansar M. Landasan Muhaymen G. Likosain Tato D. Makalangon Nurhan N. Makabangon Ronnie T. Mantikayan Abdulaziz M. Nalab Fahad D. Pasandalan Bajunaid B. Sailon Hedari A. Salem Alinor M. Sambitol Juanorin M. Sampulna Datukon T. Ulangkaya Nasrola A. Abbas Raida M. Abbas Tarimbay A. Alamada Anabay B. Aliman Norhana D. Anggaw Naila D. Ayo Bayhasana A. Bandala Sarida S. Bla Aslima P. Dasil Raisa S. Datukan Narisa A. Gendal Paila K. Kamsa Rowena A. Kamugya Alibay A. Kanon Naila S. Lakiman Kanayo A. Lakiman Nora A. Lamalan Janisa S. Landasan Umaya P. Lawan Sinaida M. Lily Noren S. Lumilis Nadia A. Makalangon Noraini N. Mama Growena A. Masukat Baby Love D. Mulod Ara M. Ukom Soraida S. Palaman Alibay A. Sagan Bailani D. Salem Taya G. Samod by Hasana S. Samod by Rahima S. Sapar Warisa S. Shano Asnaya S. Sulaiman Munawara A. Tumagantang Bailin S. Ukom Katrina A.
Congratulations, completers, and keep up the good work. To continue, may I request Umaya P. Landasan with honors for her academic excellence address.
Pandemic brought us to the new world, to the world where we are not familiar to live. Though it's difficult, we choose to fight. Education has been tough, yet this situation encouraged us to be brave and bring the best in us. Modular learning twists the environment learning we used to live. As a student, I can say that education during pandemic has never been easy. The absence of teachers in class makes students feel emptiness of true education. As we end the school year 2020-2021, we hope that pandemic will come to an end. We can't afford to see other succeeding students having no teacher presence in class. We can afford to see them having the educational environment they don't deserve. To our teachers, thank you. Thank you for transforming our minds in the middle of battles we faced throughout the school year. You tried to bring the accessible education in the best way. We are so much thankful for having teachers like you. To my fellow students, I hope that we may continue chasing our ultimate dream, and we must fight for it for better future. I firmly believe that dreams cannot achieve by means of magic, but we can achieve it through sweat, determination, hard work, and faith to our Almighty Allah. So let's make this outbreak a challenge and a motivation as well to explore our ability, our horizon, and our faith. Education is something to be valued and be treasured. So keep fighting and everything will be possible, inshallah. To our parents, thank you. Thank you for unending support. Above all, we thank you all. Alhamdulillah for the blessings.
Thank you so much, Umaya, for that very inspiring message. At this juncture, Ma'am Jenilyn S. Galilea will recognize the efforts and determination of the lower grades. And we believe that in Nabalawag High School, kabataan ay mahalaga.
Grade 7 Mabini. Yamalon Rasid A. Canon Kaloy S. Kedto Olapa L. Kutin Badrudin A. Lakiman Alinor A. Makakuha Hisam K. Melikano Alan S. Melikano Moen S. Namil Samir T. Pagaw Joharto K. Panalandang Marvin A. Pananggalan Buhari A. Salulukan Kasim S. Samod Dato Morsid S. Shano Sahid K. Sinangkad Nasir B. Tinguad Jomla L. Tumagantang Norhan S. Ulama Jolamin P. Umbas Alinor D. Ungkian Arhan D. Alamada Bea A. Ayob Esrin A. Dalgan Haina G. Datukan Elambay M. Datukan Noranisa A. Kalim Monisa L. Kedto Asnaira L. Lakiman Jamila L. Manabo Nancy K. Masgal Samra M. Pagaw Andrea T. Pagaw Mohana C. Palaw Malano B. Pascual Sahada S. Sailon Tarhata A. Salem Suraida S. Samania Aslima K. Sangkat Asmia Z. Talintingan Noralin S. Talusob Riza M. and Umbas Zahira M. Alon Rasul S. Ayob Alvin E. Esmail Sokarno A. Kadatuan Jehad K. Lakiman Marhom G. Lakiman Yasser M. Makabangon Torni T. Montani Arsad E. Pagaw Abdulrasid B. Pagaw Samsamin B. Pananggalan Hayman T. Patadon Alinor R. Sailon Benji A. Salindab Jabir S. Sangkat Mohalidin S. Tukas Zainuddin K. Uko Merced S. Alamada Annalyn B. Ali Bailin S. Ali Kurais S. Anggaw Rosamina K. Ayob Almira A. Basilan Mila P. Daud Noralin S. Dugpalig Mirna S. Dugpalig Hana Dea P. Gani Mot A. Giamlod Baisana U. Kase Mamot M. Lili Norhaya S. Makabangon Saima T. Mokala Monica A. Noki Normina A. Pagaw Suraina B. Salem Eileen G. Salipongan Johanna S. Sangkulungan Nurhata S. Sapar Marisa S. Sulaiman Bayjehan A. and Tutin Mopida K. Grade 8 Aguinaldo. Ali Jihad S. Alim Hassan K. Amba Johari T. Ayub Abdulaziz A. Baman Ibrahim A. Bansil Talyo M. Datukan Basari A. Datukan Ben Laden A. Gayon Kensar K. Yandal Hayruden K. Kadatuan Jamil K. Kautin Jomari T. Kendungan Anwar K. Lakiman Hamudi G. Lakiman Jamen L. Lakiman Samsamin K. Lili Rambo S. Lumambas Amiludin S. Mama Grohamin L. Masgal Abdullah D. Milikano Abdulaziz S. Mukalam Ben Laden A. Mulod Bohari B. Mulod Saiden S. Pananggalan Johadin A. Alim Halima K. Ayub Rasmiya E. Ayub Jolibay M. Bangkas Bailing U. Kalunsing Baby K. Kamal Esrin P. Kamsa Momina A. Kasi Mida I. Landasan Norambay K. Makalangon Jumrain N. Mintok Alma S. Minungkil Baiko L. Palakad Rosamia S. Sampulna Baby Amor T. Sema Bailani F. and Usop Jumana M. Grade 8 Bonifacio. Abdul Magid Salman B. Alilaya Hemran P. Ambalatin Joaquin M. Anggaw Benji P. Anggaw Fahad M. Balatukay Wata A. Dasil Reniboy S. Datukan Baser A. Kabilangan Aljon T. Kamenso Coradtong K. Kase Pundo M. Lakiman Aladin A. Lakiman Rasul S. Pagaw Amado T. Palaw Muhammad B. Panalandang Marof S. Pendaton Kaharudin M. Salem Datuela A. Salilagya Mahmod B. Samad Rambo P. Shano Marhaban S. Sugod Johari L. Ukom Jeremy A. Ulama Norhamin A. Abo Haini Lalia U. Ali Emeline P. Bandala Ruwaida S. Landasan Marisa P. Lawan Alma M. Mulod Baynor K. Salem Baynot A. Salem Munawara G. Salilagya Tema P. Talintingan Zuhaira L. Tero Bailani M. Undo Norsida S. and Usop Jumaira M. Grade 9 Escoda. Ahmad Borhan A. Ali Sahod P. Aliman Norhamin D. Dupalig Burhan S. Empa Haris B. Gya Abdulaziz M. Gyamano Osman M. Kasi Manot A. Lawan Abdullah T. Mokalam Samer A. Mulod Muhaymen T. Pananggalan Badawi A. Salem Datu A. Samad Rashid P. Sampulna Mudin T. Abbas Annabel A. Abid Johanna A. Alamada Sandra S. Alamada Tatabay A. Anggaw Koray M. Dagandal Norhana T. Daton Norhana S. Dilon Nadia G. Kadato Hasmen B. Lamalan Mona Lisa S. Matilindo Marina A. Mokalam Alibay M. Mokalam Munawara K. Mulod Azizza S. Palaw Hayron B. Salem Morsida G. Sangkulungan Norhani S. and Talusob Raifa M. Grade 9 Luna. Ahmad Abdul Hakim A. Ahmad Clarence M. Alon Taha S. Baman Mahamudin A. Benol Amoruddin D. Datuka Nasruddin L. Dupalig Pahad S. Lamalan Mobin S. Mamag Sidrek U. Pagaw Helmi S. Pagaw Montahir B. Palakad Kamarudin S. Salasal Morsed D. Talusob Abdul Rauf M. Alamada Manis E. Kamal Namraida S. Lakiman Eliza M. Makakuwa Laina S. Maliga Jumaira G. Masgal Suraima M. Mokalam Abi M. Montanig Tatabay E. Nalab Hana D. Noki Kamina A. Salulukan Cosni S. Sangkat Marisa T. Tutin Modina K. Ukom Angeline A. and Ongkian Haya D.
You did a great job and continue to build a strong foundation of your academic. At this point, let us hear the messages coming from our educational leaders, starting with the message from our focal person, Dr. Anwar Z. Salwang, after which is the message from the Minister of MBHTE, Honorable Muhagkir M. Iqbal, and last but not the least is the message from our Secretary, Secretary Leonor M. Briones.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day, wherein finally our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug, virtually of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember, and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing, because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much for that very inspiring, meaningful, and powerful message. At this juncture, let us feel the spirit of this ceremony by offering a completion song entitled Journey to Our Dream.
I could still remember the days when we're together, the stumbles and the falls, the laughters and the tears. The days spent together will never fade away. Every single moment will be treasured every day. Take a step to the journey that begins. Spread our wings to soar above the horizon. We shall carry with us your teachings to live a life of success. Take a step to the journey that begins. Spread our wings to soar above the horizon. We shall find a place for us, a place where hope is alive because of our dreams. Goodbye is not the ending for you and for our friends. It is just a new beginning to the journey of our dreams. Days spent together will never fade away. Every single moment will be treasured every day.